What's up, guys? It's your boy Salvaje from the Salvaje Cartel, and the time is finally here. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be taking you guys behind the scenes of my 100 endgame tips video. I actually wanted to make this video like that you guys see all of the work that goes into the 100 tips series, because this is my 400 tips video for Fortnite Save the World. So let's head on over to the table. Boom. Let's talk about the first steps. So when I want to do a 100 tips video, the first thing that I do is write down all of the tips in my notebook. I always have like notebooks for video ideas. As you guys can see, boom, this is like the first notebook for video ideas. And if we actually take a look in this notebook, we can actually find my previous 100 tip videos. I believe this was my first 100 tip video. Yep, this is my first 100 tip video. Oh, and here's all of those Save the World video ideas I told you guys I had, but I haven't really made a video on them yet. Don't worry, you'll see those soon. Anyways, I want to write down the tips. I want to see, there we go. I want to write down the tips. Sorry that the focus isn't that Gucci, but this time around, what I did for my first 100 tip videos, I just wrote down the 100 tips and then I did the audio work. But this time was a little bit different because I wanted to be like more sort of active, I guess. So I wrote down like 50 tips or like 25 tips first, and then I did the audio work for it, and I'll get to that soon. And then I wrote up until 50, but then what happened was I did some like bad math, and I was kind of like OCD about, you know, where some of the tips were being placed. So I like scrapped this whole page and I like reorganized some of the tips, and I did some correct math and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the first step towards my 100 tip videos, to make sure that everything is sort of in a notebook like that. When I'm, you know, doing the audio work, I don't have to be like, oh, what was this tip gonna be again? No, we're not doing that. But anyways, after that, the first thing I'm gonna do after I have the tips written down is I'm gonna do the audio work. So it's gonna be this whole thing right here. All of that is just audio clips of me giving the tips, okay? And I know it might seem like a couple, it's not that. Okay, it's not a couple, it's a lot. But the point is, like, for example, this record take here, it could have taken me maybe like 5, maybe 10 minutes to just do that audio file, because I like my videos to be perfect, right? Like sometimes I sneeze during a video, or I yawn, or I burp. Long story short, audio work it takes a while, okay? Now, after I do the audio work, we're going to be adding some music. Obviously, I want there to be some music, like that is not just my voice in the background. The music also helps out when it comes down to like, sometimes I'm very close to the mic and you can hear like the saliva swirling around in my mouth. So that's why you want music in your videos too, right? Like that you can sort of mute that sort of sound. After that, I'm going to be going to Fortnite Save the World. And that's right, I'm going to be getting gameplay examples, like all of those things that you guys are seeing right there. I had to go into Fortnite Save the World and get those actual examples, or I had to like get this specific game and, you know, sort of do what's the thing called, like I had to get the specific gameplay that I was showing and like cut it and then like slow down like specific things that I wanted to showcase and all of that stuff. For this 100 tip video, I actually did more, you know, I put like a little bit more work into it. Like I did a lot of Photoshop work. So I went into Photoshop and, you know, I did like a PNG of like the raindrops and all of that stuff. You guys are gonna see it. I really, really like this part of the video because it just shows people numbers so that they can write it down, or they can just screenshot it as well if they, you know, really like that tip. And anyways, I also of course have to put like, you know, text sometimes, like notice how different traps are on these corridors, stuff like that. So that's gonna take a while. I just wanna let you guys know, you know, obviously when I'm done with the audio work. Oh, and by the way, this section right here, I'm not done with this section yet. Like I still need to add a couple of gameplay examples. These are like, I believe the last 20 gameplay examples that I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna have to go into Save the World and I'm gonna get that done. But look, today I woke up at 4:30 a.m. It's 10:42 a.m. And when I woke up today, I think I was like somewhere around like here, like, I don't know, tip 60, 68, somewhere around there. So to do from tip number one to number 50, it took me like 2 days. And one of those days was an 11-hour day, just sitting in the PC, just getting gameplay examples, making sure that, you know, everything was like I was making sure that I was making the best like clips to showcase the example, stuff like that. I'm kind of a perfectionist sometimes. Anyways, oh, I just destroyed this Kenpachi drawing that I drew, but because I was watching a Bleach video that had that drawing on it. Anyways, obviously when I'm doing the audio work and I have it there, I need to make sure that there are you know, that I know what to record, you know, on Fortnite Save the World. Also, as I'm writing the tips down, if the tips involve math or like specific note taking, obviously I'm gonna write down sticky notes and I'm gonna put the sticky notes here. Like this is like some Survivor Squad stuff. I wanted to focus on Survivor Squads for this endgame tips video, but not like the basic stuff or the intermediate stuff that I talked about in the past. I wanted to like talk numbers. I wanted to give people goals. I wanted to let them know like the raindrops that we're gonna need and stuff like that. So that's what all of this is for. As I am writing down the gameplay examples and do the audio work, I point out at what specific timestamps I also need the specific gameplay examples. When I have the timestamps or where I'm going to be putting the gameplay example or for what tip, you know, what gameplay example I'm gonna need for a specific tip, then I'm gonna go into Fortnite Save the World and then I'm going to get that gameplay example recorded. And then I'm going to have the gameplay example in my folder, and then I'm going to have to pass it from the folder to the, you know, to the Sony Vegas file and stuff like that. And now, you know, when I finish recording all of these gameplay examples and putting them over there, and I'm probably going to be done, like, I'm hoping to be done before like 11:30 a.m. Man, I really hope so, because it's been a long day today, boys. After I'm done putting all of that, I need to watch the video. All 44 minutes of it, I need to watch it. Why? Because I need to test the audio. I need to make sure that sometimes on previous 100 tip videos, believe it or not, the first time I listened to the first draft of my second 100 tips video, I actually missed 2 tips. And I didn't even notice the first time I was recording. So I need to make sure that I didn't miss any tips. I need to make sure that, again, the text is right. I need to make sure that the gameplay example is at the specific timestamp that it needs to be at. I need to make sure that, I sometimes ask myself, like, could I do better like with this gameplay example? Stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. Today is 5/1/2020. The video is probably maybe gonna go up on Sunday. So, I don't know, we'll see. Sunday, yeah, probably Sunday. Anyways, I started working on this video, I believe on the 27th of April or the 28th of April. So it's been, yeah, it's been almost a week actually. 27, 28, 29, 30, and then of course I'm gonna finish the audio work today. Yeah, pretty much a couple of days, less than a week. But the point is, a lot of work goes into this video, and usually my 100 tip videos do take me about a week, maybe 2 weeks. But of course we're in quarantine and I have a ton of time, and I've also been having like really long work days as well because I really want to push out this video on the month of May at the beginning. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the 100 tip video, the 100 endgame tips video. If you guys enjoy it, drop it a like. How can you help me most when it comes down to this 100 tips video? The best way that you can help this video succeed is to watch it fully. All right, because if you watch it fully, it gets more watch time, and if it gets more watch time, YouTube likes that, and therefore it pushes it out. You know, and recommends it to more people. But that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to be doing a 5,000 V-Buck giveaway on my 100 in-game tips video as well, so be on the lookout for that, and I can't wait for you guys to see this video. Peace.